Good evening. This is the Wednesday, the 23rd of June, 23rd of June, 2021, and we have on the table this evening Raid on Iran from Steve Jackson Games. Steve Jackson ran a Kickstarter. When was it? About 2019, I think, something like that, and reissued a bunch of the pocket games that they'd had back in the 80s, right? And I bought several of them, and this is one of them. I haven't opened it yet. And this is Raid on Iran. Let's look at it, what it says on the back here. This reproduction was created from the best copy of the original that we could find. Every component was painstakingly scanned, touched up, and reproduced in a form as near identical to the original as we could manage. Includes retro-style rules, map, and counter sheets, as well as a second set of die-cut counters. Cool. I love these boxes. I do think that most of the boxes I had a few of these games. The one I remembered the most was Awful Green Things. There we go, from Outer Space, in a box. But if I remember, the box was thinner. But not that I'm complaining at all. I'm just there it is. After the insert, you get the insert out. There's the back on it. Let's read it. On April 20, let's read part of it at least. On April 24th, 1980, the United States launched a rescue mission to free 53 hostages held captive in Iran. 3 helicopters failed on the way. The mission was aborted. What if it had gone in? Raid on Iran is a simulation of what might have been if the rescue mission had reached Tehran. The American commandos must find and free the embassy hostages while holding off Iranian mobs and militants and get them safely to the helicopters. An alternate scenario examines the possibility that commandos might have tried to abduct the Ayatollah Khomeini himself to exchange him for the hostages. Very cool. Just so everybody knows, I do have somewhat of a history of this game. I didn't have the pocket box, I believe. How is the verbiage that Steve Jackson uses? Didn't have the pocket box, but I did have the a version of the poly bag, Ziploc. Yeah, wasn't really a Ziploc as I remember, but I believe this is one of the best not the best pocket game or pocket box. That's obviously Ogre, and then we go from there to Car Wars, which I did like Car Wars, believe it or not. And but this is one of the best starter games to start someone out on more games. Well, let's see if I can open it. There we go. Wow. Okay, you got dice. Don't think you got dice in the original one, but they're good dice. I like a purple and a what? That's all right. Baggie. This is classy. Anytime they give you a baggie with the stuff to bag up your counters or whatnot, or pieces or whatnot. So what all we got in here? Very retro here. Oh, counters coming out. Wow. Where's the? Yeah, here it goes. Here's the die cut counters. That's awesome, man. That is awesome to have the die cut counters. Wow. Well, put them in the poly bag. We'll look at them in just a moment. Right. Rules. Here's the rules. An introduction. Okay. Rule book seems thicker than I remember, but I could have 21, 22 pages, something like that. All right. index. That's always nice to have on the back or even the front of a thing. Do we have end of the game? Set up, turn, phasing. Okay. Go 3, turn, phasing. American turn. Make any breaches in the outer wall. Attempt negotiations, if any. Make all ranged attacks. Land helicopters. Move units except those that made ranged attacks. Resolve all close attacks created by the movement. Iranian turn. Bring in reinforcements, if any. Make all ranged attacks. Move units except those that were made ranged attacks. Okay. Attempt die rolls to alert sleeping units. Yeah. Resolve close attacks created by movement. Change in phasing. Okay. Yeah. So let's look at the map, and I'll go through what I remember of the game. It's been a good while since I have played it. But the map is an area map, right? It's not a point-to-point or a hex map. It's an area map, and the cool part about that is movement's very easy. I think the Americans might have a couple of different movements, but for the most part, movement is one area. One area per counter, pretty much it. Paper map, got kind of a glossy thing. Okay, but it's the area map, right? And so that's pretty much the movement. Like I said, there might be some rules for some of the American units, but as far as I remember, it's you move one area per unit, right? And combat's very easy. If we look at the counters, look at the die cut counters. That's cool. Got a total up here. All you got's one value for the counters, because if I remember right, there is it's a very simple combat system, and there is plenty of stacking though. If I remember that's how you kind of get a bigger force. What did I already lose a counter? There we go. The counters that came out. I like seeing that, easy to punch. Got helicopters, right? Got the American counters. Look at that. You know, that artwork really ain't bad. It really ain't bad for, what it is. The breach, the mortars. Really ain't bad for what it is, man. I have to. Whoa. See if it comes back into view. There we go. Really ain't bad for what it is. I just, I'm surprised. I'm just tickled to death with these pocket games. And what is this one here? Is that a Rada? The plastic pocket box. We mostly think is the best new design for game packages in years. Oh yeah. That's the 2019 reproduction. That's cool. Honestly, that is true. This is true. This pocket box, which I carried, not Bug-Eyed Monsters, another game, another company. It's West End Games, I think. I carried around awful green things in my backpack, and then would play it with people, try to get people to play it. And he said you can buy these extra pocket boxes available for $250. That was cool. Yeah, $219, $200. If you want to remove the hang, that's awesome. I agree with that. I love the box. I love the. All right, what do we got here? Tables, charts and tables. Not a lot of charts and tables. It's just there you go. You got some ranged combat. So cool. So cool. I'm so looking forward to playing this. There was some on the other side of the map. We got some about the game. Look at that. Look at that. Historical notes. Charts and tables here. Yeah. Just very, very cool. Very cool. And you got your original counters. Look at that. That's the original counters, and plus they give you the die cut. I'm going to be using the die cut, I'm going to say. I'm not going to cut that. Man, I can't imagine cutting these and playing these with these. I mean, I would if I didn't have the others, but man, so cool. So cool. That's about it. That's Raid on Iran. You can find it. You can find it for what is it? About like $20, I think, is what I paid for this version of it, and it is worth every penny, in my opinion, because it's a good game. Like I said, it was always a good game to get people started in it. Very easy, about as easy as a game of that magnitude can get. But it is a very fun game, and I'm going to stick this in my bag and make somebody play it with me as soon as I find somebody to. Maybe get somebody interested in war games even, right? There it is, Raid on Iran. Go get yours. You can get them on Amazon, like I said, $19.99. A bunch of them. I got several. I'll do some other unboxing videos for them. So, very happy with this. Very good game. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.